Good evening. I'm Nemani Ndelembetiki of the Fiji Sun. Welcome to Fiji's only TV editorial show. This week, I have my say on the horrendous act of sexual attacks on children. The brutal sexual attack on a 9-year-old girl in Nakasi is the latest in a rapidly growing list of sexual offenses in the country. In Parliament this week, the question was asked about why these offenses are being committed. What is causing this evil to inflict harm and pain on families and communities? Some suggest the solution to solve this problem is harsher penalties. Others say we should beef up the police force to increase its visibility. These two ideas, they argue, will deter would-be offenders from committing sexual crimes. They will help in reducing incidents, but they do not address the root of the problem. Timothy Natuba, the Minister for Immigration, National Security and Defense, suggests churches and community groups should help in teaching their people that criminal acts are not right. That statement can be extended to families. This is a collective responsibility, and everyone is a stakeholder here. The gravity and seriousness of these sexual offenses are a major concern. Cases of incest continue to come before the courts. Rapes committed by relatives against minors also appear to be on the increase. The public uproar over the attack on the Nakasi girls proves that people find these offenses appalling and unacceptable. That an innocent 9-year-old girl going home from school is grabbed allegedly by a man, dragged several meters and brutally raped in bushes in a quiet neighborhood is horrifying and the worst nightmare of any parent. This crime and others of similar nature are increasingly becoming common. They constitute a symptom that highlights a gradual decay in our moral values and standards, values that have stood the test of time through the ages. We must arrest this decline and nip it in the bud, as the Prime Minister Warangambai Marama said. Where do we start? I think we need to start at home, in the family, where these strong values are taught and reinforced to a point that they become second nature and a way of life. These religious and cultural values determine our lifestyles. The sanctity of life, respect for women, girls, and children are some of these values. Sadly, these values are seriously under threat by competing values portrayed in pop culture and the entertainment world. Many young people have been swallowed up by the new culture. Lurid music, alcohol abuse, addiction to illicit drugs, and pornography give our young people a false sense of happiness and hope. They wallow in a morass of dependency on a destructive culture. Many surveys by sociologists show that children who are well grounded on strong family values are likely to withstand the powerful temptations of the new culture. Minister for Health and Medical Services, Chone Usamate, said when he heard about the Nakasi incident, he spoke to his grandchild and counseled him. All parents should be doing a lot of that on a daily basis, teaching their children about basic values. We may lead busy lives, but teaching our children at home is our number one priority. In fact, it is our most important God-given responsibility, which we cannot pass on to another person. When we fail, our children will fall through the cracks into the waiting arms of an evil world. Public discussions so far talk about measures after the incident. We also need to talk about things we can do to prevent the incident. I am Nemani Ndelembetiki, and that was my say. You can read more of my views in the Fiji Sun. See you next week.